The faith inside is right beneath the skin. The sun goes down. I feel the light betray me. The sun goes down. I feel the light betray me. It's like a paranoid looking over my back. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Jesus Christ, fucking Green Bay and Dallas just had to go into overtime. Just made this. I had this shit recorded at the end of the game. I already had the goddamn commentary ready for Patreon, just waiting for Dallas to choke. But they waited until overtime to do it instead of doing it in the regular regulation. Goddamn assholes. The sun goes down. Fucking assholes. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take a little bit longer. Fuck it. I guess the Patreon people will probably get at the end of the first quarter. It is what it is. All right, Garson. Hey, start throwing some dirt on that body because I don't want to have to smell the deep composition of the goddamn people. Come on now. We run a waste management company. Remember? Jesus Christ, man. Partnering with the mafia. Come on, son. Y'all not the way y'all were in the 70s, man. Do your job better. Come on now, asshole. All right, let's go live. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait. Why I say we live already? What's going on here? Hold on. Surely we're not on. This mic was on? Oh shit. Oh well. What? So, y'all heard something? Shit. I heard. Hey, let's just erase what just happened. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, let me turn on the goddamn alarm. Ladies and gentlemen, how is it going on this beautiful Sunday evening after a magnificent day of a little bit of football where we saw countless games go down to the wire. Can't wait to have that commentary go live tonight. But one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again, live from Levi Stadium, where we don't wear Wranglers. And the San Francisco 49ers welcome the Go Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers go in your AFC West matchup. 2022 NFL Week 10 Sunday Night Football live game highlight commentary. What is going on, y'all? What's going on? I ain't gonna keep the alarm running because that son bitch is loud than a son of a bitch. First and foremost, let me know if the mic volume is at a appropriate level. Last time we were a bit low when we had first gone live, so I want to make sure that we are where we need to be in order to navigate forward and not have any particular problems. Now, William is in the building. You put 2 on, said Niners country. Let's mine. Wait, you said let's mine. What do you? Oh, I see what you did there. At first, it took a second. It took a split second, but I got you, brother. My apologies for not catching on immediately. Ryan in the building said, can't wait for the next highlight commentary. You ain't got to wait too long. First and foremost, the people who are on Patreon, you guys fixing to get it right now. Oh, rest in peace, Big Fat Paulie. Absolutely. Rest in peace, Anthony Rumble Johnson. Very devastating, loss. You know what's interesting? I was initially going to go live right at the start of the game, but I wanted to ensure that the commentary was indeed saving. The one thing that I don't want to have happen is a situation in which I set the sumbitch to save all of a sudden, and lo and behold, my computer did mess around and die. So imagine now I'm live. I got to run across, because my computer was actually on the couch. So I have to run across to go get to the goddamn computer, turn it back on, try to make sure everything's saving, all while being live. Let me just make sure I got all my ducks in a row before, messing around and going live. But there is that. Now, let's go down the list. Rest in peace, Rumble. Yes, indeed. Rumble, man, Rumble. Rest in peace, Rumble. Ryan, literally just Damo. Interesting. I like that name. DJ, Sherrod Petaway in the building. Go Pack, go. Yes, indeed. You snapped that 5-game losing streak. Black Hood, Johnny, Braden, Valorian, Raymond, Metallic, Larry, the creator. Jeff in the building. Hey, man, your Cowboys did blow it. Hey, I actually just got, I didn't take a chance to even look at my goddamn phone since I sat down. Oh, I see you done send me a message. My apologies, brother. I didn't mean to leave you on ignore. I just I keep my phone down whenever I'm recording. Kyle, put 5 on. Said Jags get 3 turnovers and only score 17 points. Somebody needs a clubbing blow. That's an absolute truth. Kyle, as he put 5 on it. Damn, Rudy, put 2 on it. Oh, by the way, was it somebody had just just for kicks during the week? I think it was Preston. Yes, it was Preston. Preston doesn't be sending random donations during the damn week on Cash App. Man, I appreciate you, brother. I'll be waking up middle of the night, be like 3 a.m. I see an email. Preston sent you $10. Hey, man, keep up the good work. I'm like, dog, come on now. That's what you need to keep you going. David Box in the building. Hey, man, David. Last week, we ain't do too much sipping. But today, we got that 15-year. I made sure not to open it until I saw you popped into the room. We got that 15-year rum. Babaku. We gonna be sipping good today. We sipping good today. God damn it. And we're gonna take a sip, then we're gonna keep going down the doggone list. So we're gonna take ourselves a sip here. I got myself a red Solo cup. And I'm feeling the score. Well, I'm not gonna sing the goddamn song. I got the fucking Cooper Cup remix in my head, so I can't even sing the goddamn lyric. I done forgot it, honestly. I can't even lie to you. Jesus Christ. I hate bottles like this, bruh. I hate bottles like, you gotta fight to get this goddamn piece off. So it's ridiculous. Got me looking like I'm trying to freaking clean myself here. Look at my hand here. If you didn't know the bottle was over here, what do you think I'm doing here? Don't this look suspect? This looks crazy, bruh. I'm trying to open the goddamn, get the bottle free. This shit right here look crazy, bruh. Come on now. Man, we got to perma-ban him. Is that what they say now? Perma-ban him. What is he doing live on the stream? It's like that lady who was getting fucked up on Twitch, but he's doing it by himself. Now we're gonna be drinking here at 15 years. I got myself a red Solo cup right here. Get this son bitch going. Glug, 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 glug. All right. Cheers to you. Some good stuff. Now, damn Rudy, put 2 on it. Said, found you an epileptic chick. Yeah, great day. What do you mean by that? You found an epileptic chick. Interesting. Well, there it is. Fareed. I hope I pronounced that right. Put 6 on it. Say it's your 27th birthday. Can you get a shout out? Hey, man. Happy birthday. I used to have a friend in high school named Fareed. I wonder what he's up to. He was one of the first people who actually supported me on Facebook when I had first started doing videos on my original Facebook page before it got deleted. So shout out to you. It is his what birthday?
27.
27.
27.
27.
Incept.
I skipped through the it's a minute long, so I figured now I've identified ways to work in OBS. What's interesting is it's very low level, but for whatever reason I never took the time to actually go through it. So but 27th birthday. Happy birthday to you, brother. Happy birthday to you. Ryan put 2 on, said happy Sunday. Cheers to Kansas City and Pittsburgh. Yes, indeed. We both got ourselves a W. I hope Juju is doing better because he did get lit the fuck up. And I don't know if he ever returned back to the game. I don't believe that he did. It was in the midst of the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So somebody let me know if he ever came back into the game. But when I did see it, homie was on the floor. He had the hands and the feet that said, oh, get him out of there. That brother is not doing well right now. But yeah, he got absolutely rocked. There was some big hits today. Ryan put 2 on it. Said Henry would be proud watching you open up that bottle. What you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Henry would be proud. Oh no, you're not referencing that, Henry. Oh no. We don't acknowledge that, Henry. Kalon said, do my Cowboys impersonation. What you mean? You want me to do I don't do a Cowboys impersonation. I don't do any Cowboys impersonation. That's when SpongeBob shows up on the stream, and then SpongeBob start wilding. I don't know anything about any kind of SpongeBob at all. In fact, I'm insulted that you think I can make a SpongeBob voice. I don't even know how to sound like a Cowboy SpongeBob. What happened today? I don't understand. It's ridiculous. We had the lead. We were up by 2 scores, and then all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers kept finding Kristen. What the? Who is this man? I thought we was fine. Devontae Adams not there no more. Jared Cook not there no more. Dad scored it in 2014, and then we had the game in the back, and we blew it. We had to let them score 17 unanswered points. We had the ball in overtime. We tried to go down the field, and then what happened? We couldn't score. We went on 4th down, and we had turnover on there, and then Alan Lazard take it for the first down, and then after Mason Crosby make the field goal, and we lose, we took Mike McCarthy to our team. Just like when they had problem on this sideline, and then all of a sudden, now did we get the loss? They get the W. Why can't we beat them? Why can't we beat them? We supposed to beat them boys. Nobody was supposed to stop us, but they got in our way. So I don't know where this SpongeBob shows up from. I have no clue. But wherever he's at, hopefully, he can show up. I don't know what just happened. Like, my whole screen just went black for about like 46 seconds, 47 seconds. I don't know what the fuck just happened. One way or another. I hope I'm still live. Am I live? I don't know what's going on. People are laughing. I don't know why. That's very bizarre. The screen go black. All of a sudden, people laughing and shit. Oh, but there's Butterfingers on the field. Brandon done put the ball on the ground. He's got Butterfingers. Braylon put 2 on it. Said, did you know Snoop Dogg is a Steelers fan? Snoop Dogg is originally a Steelers fan. However, he reps numerous different teams. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to hold him to one particular team above all else. However, he does identify himself primarily as a Steelers fan, and then secondarily, he cheers for all of the teams in LA. Primarily, let's say it's the the Raiders are no longer there, but because Ice Cube is the Raiders guy, but then Chargers, not really so much 49ers, but Chargers not really, but actually yes, Chargers I do believe yes. The Rams too, yes, the Rams a bit more than the Chargers, but yeah, Snoop Dogg is more of a Steelers fan than all the other, but he's all over the place. But he said himself his primary affiliation is with Pittsburgh, followed by LA because he's an LA guy. But if he had to choose a particular team, Steelers, his guy. He just wears a lot of different jerseys and shit. So there is that. Jackson State fan, no, he's only there because of Deion. Let's just keep it a buck. Top shot up at 2 on said DBs were getting fed shoulder pads today. Ain't that the truth? Number of people got ran over. But what's interesting is I didn't get all the clips of the motherfuckers getting ran over. There was a number of people who got their ankles taken, that's for sure. Ryan put 5 on said Josh McDaniels' message at halftime with the point, help police. Time for the the Raiders to sign Megan Thee Stallion in the offseason. Why would they sign Megan Thee Stallion? I don't understand. Y'all talking about where's SpongeBob voice? I ain't got no SpongeBob voice. Now y'all talking about Meg Thee Stallion. What could Meg Thee Stallion possibly do on the football field? That's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Meg Thee Stallion on the football field would do nothing. I mean, if there's a Tory Lanez kind of play at that point, now Meg Thee Stallion's at a disadvantage. But if Meg Thee Stallion was on the field, what's she really gonna do? She gonna be talking about what is it? What is her go-to? She calls them my hotties or whatever. Somebody gonna lay her ass out. You think these grown-ass men about to be distracted because Meg
dancing feet with that lower body? It's unbelievable. Look at the body. Look at that bubble butt. Thighs. I mean, they're power generators, right? She's
It's time! Bring them to me. I'm gonna give them the almighty stroke. What you're trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do.
I apologize for my outburst.
I don't know where that came from. I apologize for my outburst. I'm not too sure what was going on. That's a flag on the play. Horny. I don't know where that came from, brother. Synergy put 5 on and said, one of my dogs passed away today, but a Packers W raised your spirits. Hey man, my condolences, man. My condolences. That is sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I was actually with a dog yesterday. I'm not much of an animal person, but I do see the reverence that individuals have for animals. So whenever it does pass, it's like you truly lose a friend. So keep your head up. and live your life. Or I should say, if you decide to, get another animal, whatever the case may be, always keep your dog in your memory. And as you navigate through life, make sure that you do things that kind of bring you back to those happy memories that you had with your with your dog. So condolences in the chat for Synergy, who has since lost his dog. Sorry to hear that. S7 Green said thoughts on the Bills and Vikings game. Sensational game. The Bills blew it. For sure. The Bills blew it. It's more of a Bills loss than it is a Vikings win. However, those are very close to each other because you got to give credit to Minnesota fighting back after trailing by double digits. They made it happen and were in their comeback. However, despite how well the Vikings played down the stretch, Buffalo did a number of things that fucked them out of a W. So if I'm in the Buffalo locker room, I would be more upset at myself than upset at, what transpired. Oh, Justin Herbert had a touchdown there. He overthrew his man. You gotta get that touchdown. You gotta get that touchdown there. Oh shit. Let me get this saved. Oh, no, I got to go. God damn it. This is now multitasking than a son bitch right here. I got to make sure I get that. Fucking, okay, perfect. There we go there. Why? There we are. Perfect. There we are there. Joe Budden. Oh, did he get the field goal? Yes, he did. Through the uprights, and it's good. It's a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, pardon me. Actually, it's a 7-point game. Oh, by the way, Debo is back. If you guys did not know, Lions did beat the Lions gonna beat the Bills. What's interesting? They have the capabilities to do so. He just made that one. They have the capabilities to do so. The dicker, the kicker. If you guys need the link to the game, it is the top pinned comment in the comment section. So make sure you go over and you grab that there. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, now let me slide that up in there because I got to freaking multitask because of this overtime game. I got to get this commentary uploaded. And now a word from our sponsors. Okay, there we are there. Get that there. Now I can freestyle this here. He gets sacked there. Perfect. Move that there. Move this one over here. And then Broncos country. Let's ride. Fam, Russell Wilson need his ass kicked. Russell Wilson really need his ass kicked. I promise you that man needs some hands put on him. Because I don't understand how the fuck you went from perennial Pro Bowler to absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. That man's been terrible. Look at Cousin Debo. So inspirational. Big Booty Bear. Oh, there it is indeed Big Booty Bear for sure. All in for 5 on it said, sup, Chis, how do I feel about Izzy losing? Hey, man, that... Oliveira's a thorn in his side for sure. And did I hear about Rumble Johnson passing away? I did hear the news about Johnson passing away, but I will say this for fucking Izzy. It's an unfortunate loss. It really is, but ultimately he'll bounce back from it. He'll bounce back from it for sure. Now, if he could get a W, I wouldn't be surprised if he messed around and retired if he was to get a W on him, because that's the one guy, the one hill he could not climb. So since that's the case, if he was to mess around and get a W, then, it is what it is. I don't agree with the fact that he said that he felt as if he was still, relatively lucid when he was getting the beats by Dre on the cage. I think the referee did call it at the right time because he tried to give him a chance. But Mans did not, respond nor defend. So it's a shocking L, but for the most part, it is what it is. You got to charge it to the game, man. You got to charge it to the game. Because that's the one guy he can't seem to get the best of, man. That dude has his number for sure. How the fuck you travel to a whole different sports to give this man the Beats by Dre, bruh? You travel to a whole different sport to give this man the Beats by Dre. That's something wild, man. And in the building, what's going on? What's going on? All right, Patreon, the commentary is on the way. I hope. Well, I mean, the resolution is going to be a fucking 720 until this shit finally officially goes through, but it is what it is. Better to have it posted before halftime. Well, week 10. Okay. Leave the link. And then at halftime, I could finish the shit for YouTube, but that's when I'll do it. What a crazy day of football. So many games down to the wire. Absolutely amazing. All right, we will leave it like that, and it is up on Patreon. Perfect. All right. There we go. Second and 11 for point star Jimmy G. Oh, he's got Brandon Ayuk. They better not put the ball on the ground. Okay, here we go. Return of the Mac. Well, he'll be on display. Oh, somebody's down. There is a Chargers player who is down. Is he moving? Oh, no, he's fine. Wait. They want him to stay down, or I'm confused. Now he walking with the referee. That Murray just stayed down for a second. I don't know if he all right or he stayed on the ground for a little bit longer. How long have I been a Steelers fan since NFL news? 22 years. 22 years I've been a Steelers fan. I've told the story before, but if you want me to tell you briefly, I played NBA. I said NBA. I played NFL quarterback 2001. I'm looking at the game cartridge right now on the N64. I always played with the Green Bay Packers because Brett Favre is on the cover of the of the cartridge. But then, for whatever reason, whenever I played against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jerome Bettis, who was a beast, that wasn't necessarily the prime of his career. Actually, yes, I guess it would be considered, that of the prime of his career as well. But Jerome Bettis, whenever you'd press for the turbo, you'd actually dip the shoulder and he'd run everybody over. I loved playing as Leroy Butler, who, if I'm not mistaken, finally got elected to the Hall of Fame last year. If not, then he should be elected to the Hall of Fame. I can't recall. But I believe it was either last year or he did not. It was one or the other. It was fresh on my mind. But he ran me over numerous different times as I played with Leroy Butler. So I said, all right, if you can't beat him, join him. Played with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ended up going undefeated, winning in the franchise mode. I did not have a memory pack, so I had to play the entire franchise mode through and through. Thus became cheered for the Steelers, at least in the game. Then I came home from church week 4 of the 2000 season. The Jets were undefeated. Pittsburgh, I believe at the time, were 1-2 on a week 4 matchup. Late, I believe it was early October. Turned on the television. I saw Jerome Bettis running into the end zone for a 12-yard touchdown. I never seen a fat man move that nimble outside of just the video game. And I said, damn it, I'm a Steelers fan. And I've been a fan 22 years later. Matthew said, I thought Chiseled was like 28. I am 28. I became a fan when I was 6. So there is that. The Chargers getting the football right back. Outside of that opening couple of drives, it's been that of a defensive matchup. So there's that. KT Chris said the Eagles are 8-0 this season. It'll be a shame if somebody if somebody blows it. There's no way they're gonna lose this losing streak. Lose this winning streak regular game. Well, perhaps we'll see how things play out, but I don't see them going undefeated. I don't think they would go undefeated because outside of the second quarter, they've been a very average football team. They've just been very spectacular in the second quarter. But the problem with that is it's only a matter of time before in one of the second quarters they play an average game. So with that being the case, their second half, in my opinion, their second half on average for the 8 games that they've played have actually been below average, slightly below average in the second half. They have a very good first half. First quarter has been slightly above average. The second quarter has been exceptional. The second half has been slightly below average. So because that's the case, if you run into a team that dominates or has a good second quarter and you guys break even, now we'll see what kind of football team the Eagles are. But you got to give them their credit. They undefeated. So there's that. JR said they've been good in the second half the past couple of weeks. Correct. But earlier on in the season, right? Earlier on in the season, through 6 weeks, they had been a slightly below average. They were outscored in the second half, I think by maybe about 10 points. Now, granted, that's very close to breaking even, but they didn't have spectacular, second halves. They had very good closing, defensive stops late in games, but because that's the case, it's their second quarter that makes them 8-0. Now, every team that wins, there's something that separates them, and there's no problem with that. Don't get me wrong. I ain't chastising them. However, it's the second quarter that separates them from everybody else. That's just been it. So if they're in a situation where they don't dominate that second quarter, we'll have to see what kind of football team they are. Ryan said, did I see your donation in question? Yes, I did see the earlier one, unless you put another one in there. Oh, there it is. You put 5 on it. Said, did I see the two dudes knock each other out at the same time last night? Looked like that scene in Step Brothers. No, I did not. I did not see that. I did not see that. Rudy said, Ash is finally a champion. My thoughts about that. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he win a championship like 2 years ago? I remember when the news had first came out like a couple of years ago that he ended up winning a championship in Pokemon, so there's that. Boomer Sooner said Lizzo should twerk for the Super Bowl halftime show. Well, I'll tell you something right now. I won't be watching. I will not be watching. Eagles versus Vikings would be a heck of a game. Well, on paper, yes. NFL News said, do I think that Jalen Hurts is going to win MVP? He's the front runner right now because Josh Allen used to be the front runner, and then his performance the past couple of weeks that have resulted in L's will definitely make him take a step back. 4 fucking red zone interceptions in 2 games is ridiculous. So that's going to make him take a step back. And then moreover, Patrick Mahomes has put on great fucking performances. For sure. So if there's anybody who's giving Jalen Hurts some issues, it'll be Patrick Mahomes. And then here's a name that should be getting MVP, recognition, but they're not. Oh, pardon, before I even say his name, Tua Tagovailoa is having a sensational season. In fact, his numbers rival that of Aaron Rodgers in one of his, past 2 MVP seasons as well. Geno Smith is a wild card that's in there, but here's a name that's constantly being overlooked, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill should be getting some serious recognition for MVP, conversation, because whether it was Tua who was throwing or not, Tyreek Hill was putting up monster numbers. Now that Tua is back or whatever, Tyreek Hill's still putting up monster numbers. Tyreek Hill is on pace for 150, 160 receptions, 2,000 yards, and probably 15-plus touchdowns. He may not, mess around and get to like 23. But Tyreek Hill is somebody who really should be getting, notoriety for MVP. But I think the front runner right now is Jalen Hurts because his team is undefeated, and he is playing very good football, followed by Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa, which I believe Tua should probably be in front of Patrick Mahomes, but Mahomes' past fucking 3 games have been very good. So I think he's just slightly in front of Tua, and then I would have Tyreek Hill. Personally, I would have Tyreek Hill in front of Tua. So there is that. What team do I hate the most, says NFL News? The New York Giants. The New York Giants. Arlen Patuan said, educate me on why you say inferior/superior Josh Allen. Oh, last year. Because when the Bills played against the Jaguars, Josh Allen, who's a defender, caught an interception, had a sack and a half, and a forced fumbled, along with a fumble recovery against the Bills. So in Josh Allen versus Josh Allen, it was Josh Allen who got the best of Josh Allen. So that's why I say inferior versus superior Josh Allen. But unfortunately, Josh Allen ain't making no plays this year for the Jacksonville Jaguars. In fact, they was talking about possibly wanting to trade him, but the trade deadline done came and went, so he's still there if I'm not mistaken. So that's why the inferior Josh Allen back and forth that's there. Young Demon said, "Why do I hate the Giants?" I'm a native New Yorker. I'm born and raised in New York. So coming up in the 2000s, if you guys remember correct, well, if you're younger, you probably don't. But there was maybe about a 6-year span where the Giants started every single season, either 4-3, 5-2, 6-2, or 7-3. It was like a 6-year straight. And remember, the Indianapolis Colts during Peyton Manning's time was always either undefeated through 10 games or sitting with either one loss and maybe 2 losses. So constantly the New York media, the Giants going to the Super Bowl. We're going to have a Manning versus Manning Super Bowl. It's so prematurely through 5 weeks, New York media kept pushing Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. And it was so insufferable to listen to the fucking Giants fans that's on the bus when I was going to school. No. It was my senior year of I should say my freshman year of high school was when Pittsburgh won the Super Bowl that year. But constantly hearing the Giants. That was the year after they won the Super Bowl too in 2007. But walking to school, my classmates who were Giants fans, their parents who would drop them off when I was in elementary, it was just I couldn't deal. It pissed me off so much because it was so premature. So I grew a hatred for the Giants. But truly, it's more towards the Giants fans. But whatever the case may be, I moved past it. I don't really have any sort of, hate towards any franchise like that now. But if I had to say the number one team that I really dislike is the Giants. Like if I turn on television, I see the Giants is lose. I'm like, oh man, today was a good day, But I don't sit over here and pray on their downfall. Jimmy G, way too fucking hesitant. He could have picked up a first down there, but this man moving slow. Moving way too goddamn slow. What happened with Odell? I have no clue what happened with Odell. He tore his ACL in the doggone Super Bowl. And as far as I'm concerned, no team should touch him until after Thanksgiving. They talk about he could be cleared as early as this week. Are y'all crazy? Are y'all crazy? This man who had 2 torn ACLs in the same motherfucking knee, you gonna clear him after 9 months? That's crazy, bruh. I don't want to see Odell on a field until January. Go to a playoff team and help them in the postseason. Do not rush a comeback. Because if he get hurt again, his career's truly done. Don't rush. Oh, my God, the punt is blocked. The punt is blocked. Oh, they're going to get the football at the 46. Hell of a job by the Chargers. And now go Chargers. Go. Yash in the building. What's going on? Another block. Odell said, why not the Cowboys? I actually have no problem with the Cowboys. I just find their fans funny to make fun of because everybody makes fun of their fans. And then initially, I'm like, I don't understand why they make so much fun of the fans. But then listening how the fans fucking react to everything, I was like, all right, I understand now. I understand. Because there's a level of blind optimism with every single team. I think with Cowboys fans, it's like, yo, you could lose in the playoffs on Sunday. You talking about going to the Super Bowl Monday morning before the sun is even up. Shit don't make sense. You could miss the playoffs 4-12. Remember that Cowboys season when they were 4-12? I think this was like early 2010s. They did terrible. Motherfuckers was hurt across the board. And they were still talking about, yo, we going to the Super Bowl. We going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, come on now. Ryan said, did I see Dable chewing out the lineman? Yeah, I did see that. Man was turning red than the son of a bitch. Now, granted, it's nice to see somebody who's not fragile, but if the Giants lost and they didn't win, best believe that the media would have started talking bad about him. You can't get in the people's face. What's going on? So there's that. Kari said, my top 5 worst Super Bowls. Super Bowl 40, I think I would have at number 1. Super Bowl, which number was that one? Was that 28? No. I think it was no, pardon me, not 28. I'm tripping. It was Super Bowl 24, I believe, when the Niners blew the fuck out of the Broncos. Destroyed them like 55-10. That was brutal. So I'd have that one there as well. Super Bowl 9. Super Bowl 9. I can't bring myself to say 43 because although Denver got blown the fuck out, it was still somewhat of it was a game that you could still watch, No, I enjoyed 53. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I enjoyed 53. That was a defensive matchup. That was a beautiful game. I really enjoyed it. Oh, Oh, why don't? Oh my God, he dropped the football. Wow. No, no. This motherfucker's name is McKitty. How'd he make it to the NFL? You can't be in the league with no last name McKitty, bruh. Man, get him off the field, bruh. Take his pads right now. What are you doing? That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Motherfucker named McKitty with no hands. What are you doing? They dropped 4 passes last week. They've dropped 17 through week 9. These motherfuckers can't catch a cold in Antarctica. What are they doing? Thank you. Somebody got hands. Get to the end zone, Carter. They can't get there. Fuck his name, McKitty. Come on, man. What are we doing? Whoa. Super Bowl 35 was entertaining. Stop it. 40, 24, 9. Oh, shit. I'm tripping. 28. Super Bowl 28. Fucking Cowboys destroyed the Chargers. I said Chargers. Destroyed the Bills. I think it was 28. Or was it 27? Whichever one that the Leon Lett got stripped. Is that one? Oh, I don't know who the fuck. I think Herbert was trying to find Jerry Rice. And then the last one would probably be '28 was Aikman. So it must have been the other one. Second and goal. They got to give it to Eckler here. Because that's how the white man plays guitar. Oh, boy, they're going to have a flag for false start. Golly. Yeah, Super Bowl 50 was actually a little bit underwhelming. I ain't going to lie to you. It was a bit underwhelming. I enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed watching it. Super Bowl 33 was not a good Super Bowl. Super Bowl 33 was, was that Falcons-Broncos? Falcons-Broncos was all right. Maybe we'll make you move. Actually, I didn't really enjoy Super Bowl 15 watching that back with the Raiders-Eagles. I didn't really enjoy that game so much. I watched every Super Bowl. I've watched every Super Bowl. NFL Network exists. So I've said this time and time again, when I was in high school, that's when I first got cable, my freshman year of high school in 2008. All I did was watch NFL Network. So literally, when I was either I was at school, I was at practice, I was training in the basement, or I was watching NFL, or hanging out with friends, or watching NFL Network. So I watched every single fucking Super Bowl. But probably Super Bowl 15. I didn't really enjoy Super Bowl 15 like that. What the hell are they doing? Arlen put 5 on and said, watching the Texans with a friend, they were so bad. My friend was pissed. I just kept quoting, "What happened to his hands?" Fair enough. Here comes Dicker the kicker. Henry put 10 on it. Says, "Sup, Chiseled? Got some therapy the other day, and I feel better. Magnificent. About to buy some Sarah J 3D. Buy some Sarah J 3D videos. And about to stroke one out in the limo at your cousin's wedding while they're saying their vows. #sweat. Well, wait a minute. Brother, what? Hold on. Dicker the kicker with the points. But what are you talking about, Henry? Your cousins are coming together in holy matrimony, and you over here stroking your beef in the goddamn limo? You're not even supposed to be in there. What's wrong with you? That's for the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. Get out of the limo right now. Get out of the limo. First off, the limo has 3D fucking DVDs. The fuck? Kind of futuristic limo is it? Get out the goddamn car, sir. Get out the car. Nasty fucker you. You dirty fucker you. Yo, my nose has been fucking itching, but it looks like I'm a fucking cocaine addict because I keep having to do this shit during the stream. Somebody, soon enough, if I have to scratch my neck at any point, somebody gonna be like, yo, we've confirmed that he is a cokehead. No wonder he has so much energy. Like, no, I'm not. Walter White was at the LA game. He must have supplied some 14 grams to Chiseled. What did he subscribe to Chiseled? He must have gave him 14 grams. 14 grams? What do you mean by that? 14 grams of what? 14 grams of...
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
But, ladies and gentlemen, right now, Dicker, the kicker, done gave the Chargers a 10-point lead at this particular moment. 6:15, random goat. Put 2 on. Say, go Adonis. Hashtag, who that? Yes, indeed, we got the best of you. Vagabond, put 20 on it. Said, yo, Adonis, we did it. We beat them boys. They couldn't handle that cheese. Go Pack, go. Cheesehead for life, baby. Yes, indeed. You have been in the building. You popped in the past a few of the past couple of streams and showcase your loyalty with the Packers, despite the fact that y'all did lose 5 games in a row, and still you bleed, green and yellow. So congruence. I almost said congruence. Congrats to you and your Packers getting that W, man. Hell of a goddamn performance today. Way to make a comeback. You know what's funny? The entire time I was watching the game, I'm like, fam, none of this shit matters until there's 2 minutes left on the clock. I was looking at the game like, yo, wow, CD Lamb with a career high 12 catches, 140 some yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeffrey, man, if I saw my phone during, while I was recording, I would have definitely hit you back like, fam, listen, you know what's fixing to happen, right? But I was just watching the game. Man, it's only a matter of time. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Umbra said, can you explain what happened? You just got here. Well, the game's going on. So the Chargers are winning by 10. San Francisco had their opening drive, went down the field and got themselves a field goal. Outside of that, I put the ball on the ground, and they've done nothing but punt since. The Lions on a 2-game win streak. Yes, indeed. Delvin said the Cowboys always find a way to make a game that should have been a blowout. I agree 110%. Because as Stephen A. Smith would say, some way, somehow, just wait. It'll let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident waiting to happen. It'll happen. Tony Romo throw the football. What's going to happen next? He's going to get in the way. Interception of success. Tony Romo throw the football. Are you kidding me? Des Bryant not a catch, really? Shit, now that I think about it, I should have put the Aaron Rodgers meme in the video. Hold on, wait a minute. Because they did play the Packers. I'm so happy that just came to mind. I might just have to add. Wait a minute. I should have put, man, shit. Hold on, wait a minute now. Do I have the Cowboys song? Oh, man. Shit. Hey. Man, I got to add it to the commentary. I done forgot. This one is just for the goddamn Cowboys, man. Hey. I completely forgot about that shit. It's a good thing that I just took a look at this shit, man. I'm about to add it to the goddamn video. Luckily enough, the video's going to premiere at the end of the goddamn stream, so I ain't tripping on time. I completely forgot about that shit. Mediocre team in Big D. That's what makes this funny. Wah, 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 wah. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys some way, somehow, when it count, just wait. They will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up, just wait. The accident, they will let you down, just wait. The accident waiting to happen. It'll happen. How about them Cowboys? Oh, man. Shit just took me back. Let me make sure I can add it to the damn video. All right, let me add it to the video before it's too late. Oh, man, that's funny. That is funny. Oh, shit. Yo, that's perfect. That's the chef's kiss, as they would say. Now it's in the commentary. Let me save it. It's going to be up on YouTube at the end of the stream. Oh, Micah Parsons could get the job done. Peyton put 2 on, said, I think you meant, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This man got the sound bites for everything. JD hated, put 2 on, said, Henry has me trapped in his basement. Your butt hurts. Well, wait a minute. So you've been in the basement as he went to the wedding and left you in the Hey, I don't even want to get into the details, brother. Ben put 5 on and said, bro, I went to dinner with my dad and the waiter is acting weird as hell. That motherfucker left his number on the bill and winked at me. It was so awkward. Wait a minute. Where are you stationed? Because depending on where you are in the country, people are a bit more confident. But that's interesting. Hey, man, congratulations. You've just been hit on with your father? They must have thought you're one of those young bulls who's with the older gentleman. There's laundry on the field despite the fact that San Francisco's moving. McLeod might have to hold his celebration. This could be coming back. Yeah, says thoughts on Mostert balling out in Miami. 49ers should have kept him over. But Mostert balling in Miami is great. But I personally, I think the 49ers, they're perfectly fine with where they're at. Oh, wow, it's a defensive penalty. All right, well, it works out in San Francisco's favor. Napoleon put 20 on it. Said, my 49ers better pull something out of their rear ends. So mad I can't curse. Well, luckily there's time. How the fuck does a linebacker get beat like, yo? This man, ain't nothing I hate more than when I see professional athletes kill their legs and stop completely. You're on defense. You're in a reactionary role. You should never not have your feet moving, bruh. How you stop and wait? Like, oh, wait, well, you should immediately stop and chop. Your feet should be chopping. Your feet should be chopping. How you come to a complete stop? What are you doing? Fred said, is Dak elite? Actually, not quite elite. Step below elite. Arlen put 5 on and said, what 5 quarterbacks would which 5 quarterbacks would you to the modern day to see them play with new rules and refs? Which quarterbacks would look like they are in God mode? Okay, so I'm assuming you say what quarterbacks from the past would I move to the modern day? Okay, so straight out of the gate, Dan Marino, that's one. Dan Marino, Joe Montana, believe it or not, Joe Namath, because people discredit Joe Namath. Joe Namath had no knees because he fucking blew his fucking knees out in college, and he still was a very good quarterback. But actually, I might take Joe Namath back because in modern day, the interceptions, they would have definitely fucking they would have definitely cost him his job because he wouldn't be able to throw those, 5-pick games and have a fourth quarter comeback. They would have quelled that. Like, imagine Brett Favre in this analytics era. It'd have been fucking brutal, bro. These motherfuckers have been like, yo, we got to bench him, despite the fact that he played like God in the fucking 90s. So I'll say Dan Marino without question. Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Warren Moon, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Warren Moon, second and goal right now from the second. I'm going to come back to the question. Because Favre played to a degree in the modern era, but at the same time, consider with the whole concussion thing, Favre's Iron Man streak would have been broken. That shit would have been broken so early. Like, Favre played with so many concussions, it's ridiculous. Oh, they're going to call timeout. Okay. I can't necessarily use I can't use a quarterback who was playing primarily in the 2000s. So Marino, Montana, Warren Moon. Marino, Montana, Warren Moon. Dan Fouts. If he played in this generation, he'd be the all-time leading passer, right? But, well, he'd be behind Marino. Dan Fouts and probably Johnny Unitas. I think I'll have that as my 5. Actually, I'll remove Joe Montana. I'll say Dan Marino, Warren Moon, Johnny Unitas, Dan Fouts, Terry Bradshaw. That's my 5. That's my 5. In this generation, that's my 5. I would love to watch them in the modern day. Kenny Stabler, I was initially going to go Kenny Stabler, but I said, you know what? I'd go Bradshaw because Bradshaw called his own plays. Unitas revolutionized that no-huddle stuff, so I'd want to see him in this generation. Terry Bradshaw, I don't think he gets the credit for running the offense the way that he did, so in this modern era, I would love to see that. Dan Fouts, fucking Air Coryell, ridiculous. They'd probably be averaging like fucking 35, 40 points. It's ridiculous there. And then, obviously, Dan Marino, I'd love to see him in this particular era. And then last but not least, fucking Warren Moon, he gets overlooked left and right. I really wanted to say Daryl LaMonica as well. Actually, I think I'll swap out Warren Moon. I'll throw in Daryl LaMonica in there. Yash done threw in the Bengals quarterback. What about Ken Anderson and Boomer Esiason? Steve Young was better with Rice than he was with Montana. Numerically, yes. I said numerically. Statistically, yes. And I think he was a better football player with Steve Young than he was with Montana. But Montana was a better quarterback than Young. So Rice, who was still very exceptional by the time that Young became the permanent starter, but still, I don't think anything particularly changed. Jack said you took your first fantasy L today. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, Josh in the building. Put 5 on it. Said it's Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. Please take care of yourself. Cancer is no joke. Wishing y'all good health. Celebrating my 31st birthday tomorrow. Hey, man, Josh. Hey, man, first and foremost, we appreciate you still being here because you beat cancer, goddammit. If I'm not mistaken, I don't believe it was pancreatic cancer. I believe it was Hopkins lymphoma, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But one way or another, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your success. I'm happy you're still out here. You're still kicking. Moreover, because of your 31st birthday, I'll take a drink for you if you will not take a drink. Understandably so. So here is that 15-year aged. Got to get myself a little bit of a drink there. On top of that, I'm going to do something completely different. I had the pleasure of cutting half of a lemon. I said half of a lemon. I only have half of the lemon remaining. But I'm going to squeeze this sumbitch inside of my beverage because I do want to make sure I can maintain my voice. Actually, I'm going to just drop the whole fucking lemon up in there. But for you, brother, I kept the spoon in here because I knew, damn it, I was going to use this lemon at one particular point. For you being in the building, brother, and you being your birthday tomorrow, cheers to you. Yash, put 10 on it. Oh, pardon me. Just you are the member. That's why I popped up over there. Said your top 10 QBs in the league right now. Also, Sammy Ball. No, I wouldn't bring Sammy Ball to the future over Unitas. Although slinging Sammy Ball would be something special. But there's Sammy Ball. There's Sammy Ball, Sonny Jurgensen, Norm Van Brocklin, fucking A, Sid Luckman. Those kind of guys, I'd love to see them in this generation, but I wouldn't necessarily take them over. I think Unitas can definitely represent that era. And then if anybody else I would love to bring is fucking Daryl LaMonica. I think he bombs away fucking offense. I would love to see that in this generation. Vagabond, put 5 on it. Said underrated QB, Bart Starr. I know it's biased, but the man is top 5 all-time playoff passer rating, I believe, from the 60s. That's insane. No, correct. Very underrated in the grand scheme of things because Bart Starr was very exceptional when it came down to winning football games. I think people, they only look at the statistics now. A lot of people find watching the older games, like they can't seem to watch, and touchdown San Francisco, I might add, but people can't seem to watch the old football games. But truly, if you're a football fan, go back and watch. Watch the Ice Bowl. Watch the 1962 NFL Championship. Watch the 1966 NFL Championship. Or I believe it was 65 NFL championship. Watch those games. Watch how Bart Starr plays. Watch how he runs the offense in Lombardi's offense. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful to watch. Ryan Patuon said, "What past defenders wouldn't make it today?" Jack Tatum, one. He wouldn't last in the league. He would not last in the league. Dick Night Train Lane would not last in the league. And I'm only saying that from a penalty standpoint, not performance standpoint, but penalty standpoint. They'd be out the league. No team would want to deal with them because their physical style of play would be over. Mel Blount, he would be removed from the NFL. John Lynch to a degree. Steve Atwater for sure. Ryan Clark, take him off the list. Sean Taylor to a degree, but he was relatively versatile, so I think he would still been able to remain. But a number of people would have been taken out because of just sheer penalties. It wouldn't work out. Past defenders. I was thinking past defenders. Now, Jesus Christ. Well, Deacon Jones is gone. I think Deacon Jones is out. Lawrence Taylor would be fine. Who the fuck was that dude? Who's the fucking clothesline? George Atkinson is gone. Yeah, Mel Blount was cold. He was absolutely cold, chill introvert. He was cold. Brian Dawkins, yes, he can't be doing the Weapon X would definitely be dealing with a lot of flags. Troy Polamalu, thing would have been brutal for him too. Jeez Louise, there's somebody else I'm fucking forgetting. Ronnie Lott, Jesus Christ. Ronnie Lott, shit would have been brutal for him as well. So it'd been very difficult. Braylon Pafavon said top NFL defensive players of 2000. Me personally, Warren Sapp, Dre Bly are on your list. Interesting that Dre Bly makes that list. I understand he was a dog. He was a dog, but I wouldn't necessarily have him there. Now, if we talk about top defensive players, now if I was to go from the 2000s, just a decade of the 2000s, so from 2000 to 2009, if I had to concoct a team, my defensive tackles, I would have Warren Sapp, and I'd probably put Casey Hampton. That could be my bias, but I believe Casey Hampton doesn't get the respect that he deserves. If Pittsburgh won the Super Bowl 45, Casey Hampton's a Hall of Famer. So I would have Warren Sapp, Casey Hampton on my defensive tackle. My ends, Jared Allen. And, actually, I might go, no, Freeney and Mathis. I might as well just go Freeney and Mathis. Yeah, I might have to, oh, shit, but there's DeMarcus Ware. Shit. Do I go Freeney? Shit. There's a number of defensive ends. I can't take Freeney and Mathis. I'll take Freeney. Oh, shit, there's John Abraham too. Golly. Matter of fact, no, Peppers. So Peppers and Jared Allen. So I'll take Peppers, Jared Allen. Those are my two. I'm sorry, Freeney and Mathis. Peppers and Jared Allen. Hampton and Peppers, Jared Allen on my ends. Sapp and Hampton on my defensive tackles. Actually, no, I wouldn't run a 4-3. I would run a 3-4. So give me Sapp, Allen, Peppers. That's my lineman. My linebackers, Ray Lewis, Zach Thomas. So Ray Lewis, Zach Thomas. I can argue for London Fletcher, but I'll take Zach Thomas there as the pass is broken up right here. Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher. Ray, and I have two outside linebackers. So Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, they're both in the middle for me. Derek Brooks on the outside, and then I need another outside back. Derek Brooks on my right hand outside linebacker, and then on the left, on the left. No, we're talking 2000s, just 2000, from 2000 to 2009. On the left, Fuck no, Suggs plays on the left over there. Ah shit, no Suggs plays on the right. I can't take Suggs. Who the fuck can I have on the left end? Son said AJ Hawk. Would you give it a rest? Clay Matthews? No, I wouldn't go Clay Matthews. Sizzle was also on the right hand side. Who the fuck played on the left? Who played on the left? Fucking A. Oh, shit. No, Peppers is an end. DeMarcus Ware is also an end. No, I wouldn't take London Fletcher over Urlacher. I wouldn't take London Fletcher over Urlacher. Ah, Elvis Dumerville. That's a good name. That's a good name. That's a good name. There is Joey Porter. No, actually, no. Yeah, Joey Porter kind of went between both. But I'll keep Porter for the time being. If you guys can help me remember somebody else in 2000s. Alden Smith, would you give it a rest? He came in the league in 2014. No, Tamba was more 2010s. Now in the secondary, actually, you know what? I think about it. I wouldn't go Vrabel. But if I had to go my secondary, I would have Champ, and I would put Charles Woodson at the corner. I would take him at the corner rather than him at the safety. So it would be Champ Bailey, Charles Woodson. I would pass on Revis, but Charles Woodson, Champ Bailey, and then my safeties would be Palomalu and Ed Reed. Sorry, Dawkins, but that would be my 2000s. That would be my 2000s defense if I had to choose a 2000s defense. Oh, Ben. Oh, you did put there. Said it's weird and you didn't like it, but it was more the setting of taking your entire father out to the dinner. That's happening a little too much. Oh, interesting. All right. Well, there it is. It makes sense. That's probably why it ended up happening. Gerald, put 5 on it. So you still find it hilarious that Jeff Saturday, who never coached in college or the NFL, won his first game today. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Ben Pavavon said, you missed my 5. If you want the full story, it'll be on IG. Okay, I got you. We're talking to 2000. Nicholas said the cup empty. No, it's not. Can I lean to where you can see? Hold on. I don't want it to spill. You could see the fluid. Make sure it's not too far out. So, yeah, you can see the fluid. I got the lemon in there, so it's not quite empty. Not quite empty. But yeah, so the 49ers cut the deficit. Now we've got less than a minute left to go in the first half. Thus far, let me read off the statistics over here because we are calling a game. Both teams have 8 first downs. 29 total plays ran for the 49ers and 31 ran for the Chargers. Both teams are 1 yard apart in total yards, 178 to 179. Right? Passing yards, 160 to 128 in favor of the Chargers. Meanwhile, on the ground, 51 to 18 in favor of the 49ers. Both teams, there's only been 3 penalties that's been called. The call on the field stands indeed. And as it pertains to time of possession, it's really only about a minute and a half. That's a differential. So this game has been relatively down the middle for the most part. This game has been down the middle for the most part. Braylon Pavavon said the NFL offensive players of the 2000s. I'll start with Peyton Manning, Randy Moss, and Marvin Harrison. Now if I was to choose the 2000s offense, I think this one would be a bit easier. So my tackle would be Jonathan Ogden. I'd have Jonathan Ogden alongside who would I put at my right tackle? Jesus Christ! Now I'm pulling a blank for fucking right tackles in the 2000s. My guard, I will have Alan Faneca alongside Larry Allen. I think Allen did play a number of years in the fucking in 2000s. So I'll have that there in my center, give me Kevin Mawai. We're talking the decades of the 2000s. Give me Kevin Mawai. Quarterback, Peyton Manning. Running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. I wouldn't have a fullback, but if I was to select one, it'd have to be Mike Allstott. But I wouldn't have a fullback in this particular offense. My tight end, Tony Gonzalez. Wide receivers would be Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Marvin Harrison, and then that would be my offense. That would be my offense. Lorenzo Neal over All-Star. No, I wouldn't have it a fullback. But Lorenzo Neal's a hell of a goddamn block. Now, granted, if I needed a blocker and I had to take a wide receiver out, then I would take I have the option to either take Lorenzo Neal. You know what? In the 2000s, I probably would take Lorenzo Neal over Mike Allstott. Because if I have LaDainian Tomlinson, what am I running somebody with? No, in the 2000s, no. In the 2000s, my receivers would there's no better receivers in the 2000s than Owens, Moss, and Harrison. There's Torrey Holt, very good. Isaac Bruce, very good. But I think head and shoulders above everybody else was those three. Josh Bafavon said it was a rare sarcoma tumor, 7 by 3 inches in the abdomen. Had it for 7 years. Didn't know it. Very lucky it didn't spread. Breaking out the mezcals. Oh, wow, my heaven. Oh, you're breaking out the mezcal tonight. Well, that is nice. That is nice indeed. Jeez Louise. 7 by 3.5. Good Lord. I'm glad he didn't deal with any problem. I'm talking about the 2000. When I say 2000s, I'm talking 2000 to 2009. 2000 to 2009. And this is a flag for helmet to helmet? Yeah, that's a good call. What is this static? Let me make sure y'all can't hear no static when on the mic, because this is making quite a bit of noise. Oh, no, it's only on my end, so I don't know why this shit is screaming in my ears, but it is what it is. That's how the white man run the football, indeed. Just wait. We will let you down. The accident, it will let you down. Just wait. The accident. Fee said, what am I drinking? P.S. Bronx is awesome. If you're wondering, I got that 15 years, the age 15 years. Rum Babaku, straight out of Haiti. 15-year aged. That's what we sipping on tonight. As the Chargers have 30 seconds to try to get some points on the board. They got to bring in Chase Bank Daniel for a play. Interesting. Here comes the most paid backup in the NFL. Chase? Oh, interesting. So when I put the laptop down, there's static. That's interesting. All right. It's very bizarre. I put the laptop over here, there's no sound. But when I had some electronics on top of it, then there's I don't know if that's a grounding issue or some shit. Who knows? Braylon Patuan said, what about Reggie Wayne over Marvin Harrison? No. Oh! Eckler gets lit the fuck up by Fred Warner. All right. It's a grown man right there. Ejected. Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I think that's more of a circumstantial kind of situation. Whenever there's a situation in which somebody gets fucking, ejected, it should be something that's blatant. I don't think that was a situation where somebody should have been ejected. It's absolutely ludicrous, man. Absolutely ludicrous. Now there was a question that I was supposed to answer that I was coming back. Yeah, I said the top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now. Okay, so now to say the top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now. So, in no order: Mahomes, Allen, Tua, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins, and simply by the way that they're playing right now, Jalen Hurts, Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Cousins, Tua. No. No. West. No. North or East. No. 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 Dicker through the uprights and it's good. South. NFC South, that is. No. West. North. Okay, so all right, I think I got it. Mahomes, Allen, Tua, Hurts, Cousins, Geno, Burrow, Herbert, Jackson, Burrow. I think that was I think I got all of them. Allen, Mahomes, Tua, Geno, Hurts, Cousins, Burrow, Jackson. I said Burrow twice, son of a bitch. Brady. I think that would be there. I'd have to look at. Matter of fact, let me pull up the NFL rosters because just so I could rule out different players and then probably just mess around and replace each team. So Josh Allen, Tua, those two have to be there. Josh Allen and Tua, they're there, right? Jalen Hurts, that's 3, gotta be there. Mahomes, that's 4. Geno Smith, that's 5. So right now we've got Allen, Tua, Hurts, Geno, Mahomes. That's 5. Then Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins. Then, did I say Burrow? I don't think I said Burrow. No, I did say Burrow. Yeah, I did say Burrow. So, Allen, Tua, Hurts, Mahomes, Geno, that's 5. Jackson, Burrow, Cousins, that's 8. Brady, that's 9. And then, from just process of elimination that remains, you probably got to go Rodgers there. Well, no. You could go Herbert, and I think I could go Herbert, and then I could leave it at that. No, Dak or Kyler, no. No, Dak or Kyler, no. Dak missed too many games. Kyler's actually been very underwhelming. I would have Herbert in front of Rodgers right now. But I would have Brady in front of Rodgers as well. So Brady would beat him. Wilson, stop him. Come on. Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's playing. I don't know. It's been more the run game than Zach Wilson himself. But if I had to eliminate Brady, then I'll probably throw Zach Wilson in there. But I can't not have the top 10 without Brady in there. Cooper Rush, stop it. Come on now. Tannehill over Kyler. Tannehill, actually, they're both kind of in the same spot. I love it when you want to step. Arlen Patuan said, you should get a pen and pad for these questions. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But we are now at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at halftime. Zach Wilson is number one based off his off-season activities. You better stop it. You better stop it. Fam, you have no idea how excited I am to go swim. When I was in Atlanta, I can't remember if I talked about when I went live. I actually swum on my own for the very first time in my life. I went I didn't get a chance to go from the shallow end to the deep end, but I stayed on the shallow end and I just fucking swam from one end to the other. First time I ever did it by myself, unassisted, no fucking floaty or whatever. I'm learning how to swim, man. I'm losing my mind. I'm so excited, but still can't float. I think I have too much muscle, but whatever the case may be, making progress. Ben Patuan said you sent the full story on Insta. Say less. Let me go check it out. And Matthew Patuan said, do I think that brother should have been ejected? Actually, no, I don't think so. I think if somebody gets ejected, it should be a situation in which it was blatant. You know? All right, let me see here. In the do I think the Colts make the playoffs? Fuck no. I think the ship has sailed. Now, as for Ben, here we go. Now for the story time. You went up to visit your father in Maryland, as you haven't seen him in a while. As he suggested, we go out to dinner. I wasn't against the idea. So when we both go to the bar and grill, the waiter that served us, you're by, not your father. Oh, interesting. So I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. If your father's watching the stream now, he knows you're by. You'll admit that he was cute. And a good waiter, generally chill dude. When you got done eating, so I guess his gaydar must have went off. Well, then again, do bi people consider themselves? Well, I mean, you kind of both, so it doesn't make sense. I don't know the inner dynamics of how that happens. But when your dad got done when you got done eating, your dad asked for the bill. The waiter asked if you want to split the bill or not. Before your dad could say anything, you said yes. You hate spending money. You hate spending his money. Now that you have your own. The bill was normal, and had the waiter's number on it. Your dad notices, and you have to talk to him. Talk him down from throwing a fit. So you tell him you'll figure it out. Walk over and try to talk to the waiter to explain the situation. He listens. He's very feminine. Responds with what he knows won't hurt him. Oh, interesting. Winks. Walk away. You are shocked. Discreetly put his number in your phone. Oh wow, well, there it is. Why you put the number in the phone while your dad was washing his hands? Life so interesting. Oh boy, your father is raging. That's hilarious, bro. This man got bagged at a dinner with his father. Ain't that something? Alexander said, "What's poppin'? How's it going?" Payne Patuan said, "Whoa, Herbert left due to a head injury. Yeah, he went out for a play." But they ended up having to kick the field goal. So he'll be back in the second half. But preferably, I believe he will be back in the second half. Matthew, but two on it. Said, do you think that that brother should have been ejected? Absolutely not. Gerald Pafavon said, the Colts belong in the glue factory like Boxer from Animal Farm. Funny that you say Boxer, I should say, because Floyd Mayweather fought against that YouTuber Deji today. Because I saw Floyd Mayweather trending. I'm like, what the fuck going on with Floyd? Only to find out he was fighting on Football Sunday. That's some random shit. Floyd fighting all the YouTubers. Shit, fight me. I could use a payday. Lord knows I need it. How does this Deji person get into the ring with these motherfuckers? Ain't he lose all of his fights? Well, except the last one. I believe he did get a W at the other one. How the fuck does how does Mans get a chance to continue fighting, man? I'm confused. This is ridiculous. I need to be in one of these YouTube fights, man. I ain't no professional fighter, but damn it, I could use the payday. Deji's KSI's brother, he's 5'7", 170. Oh, geez, yeah. Whoa. I'm not like 235, 240. I'm like 215. I'm going to drop down to 200. I need that money to pay off my student loans, though. We at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Chargers lead right now over the San Francisco 49ers 16-10 at halftime. Pop-Tart said, your brother got a parlay on this game. Interesting. He's got a parlay on the game, ladies and gentlemen. A fucking parlay. Ninja Chef said, if you're famous, you can do it. If only I was famous, then I can do it. Oh, he said the comparison at my height, I'd be like, okay, I got you now. Deji built like a fat man? Well, that's a goddamn shame. Fucking fat man. Oh, I forgot to put the effect. Fucking fat man. Malone said, my thoughts on Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul. I've said this before. I think if it's an MMA fight, Jake Paul's going to get his ass whipped. But if it's a boxing fight, Andrew Tate's actually on the back burner. Because, for one, he was a professional kickboxer, world champion kickboxer. There's a degree of boxing that's inside of there, but him not being able to utilize his kicks because while I was doing commentary on his videos, his strong suit really was, the ability to throw those kicks. You take that out, and given that he has been retired, really retired for 5 some years, although he did fight a couple of times during the pandemic and I believe last year as well, those were more last notice, not really training sort of situation. So with that being the reality of the situation, he's really been retired for like damn near 5 years. A boxing fight does not serve him any good, So, and he's got issues with the retina sort of situation. He's not going to be in a good way. I think if it's a kickboxing kind of situation where Andrew Tate can use his feet, then he's good. If it's just a straight up boxing match, then he's not in a good spot. And I think Jake Paul would probably mess around and get him. So, there is that. But Jake's a really genius in how he went about things, because I've said this time and time again before. I think it's an absolute clown show to take him 110% serious because he hasn't fought a boxer. Now, granted, with Tommy Fury and then also the other brother, there was other circumstances that played roles as to why the fights didn't happen. But for Jake, the way that he talks and moreover the purse that he now, demands, he should be fighting against the better boxers. So because that's the case, I don't even want to give any energy to, who it is that the brother is fighting. So there's that. Yes, Papa Jim, Rumble Johnson did die. Yes, indeed, if you did not see the news. Dude, I'm excited to fucking go to sleep tonight. You have no idea. I am exhausted. Me versus Roman Reigns. Would I win for the title? No, they're not going to book me to win. Justin Jefferson catch on 4th and 18. Was it 4th and 18? I can't recall. Put Jake in the ring with Canelo. It's instant CTE. Ain't that the truth? Until the man fights an actual fucking, boxer who demands the same kind of purse, I ain't going to pay no mind. Because you can fight against any kind of, professional boxer who had a good amount of fights under their belt or whatever, then there's that. But Jake is bringing in so much eyes, he can skip the line. Like, that's the power of clout, right? as the second half is getting ready to start. That's the power of clout, and I can commend the Paul brothers for leveraging the clout that they have to get opportunities. I noticed that when I first got into social media as well. That's one of the reasons why I even post on social media, because truly, I thought social media was kind of hacky when I first got into it. So because that was the case, I initially had said to myself, fam, what am I posting content for? I'll just do stand-up and try to grow in that elk, because Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, it's not real. However, if you build your own demand, you build your own audience, you eliminate the middleman, you have a leg up in the game. So I give a lot of credit to Jake Paul and all of those, Logan Paul and so on and so forth, because they're master marketers. So more people will tune in to see them get their ass kicked than see them win, and they still got a shit ton of people who tune in to see them win. So they'll always be paid until the day that they die because they leverage their audience. So good for them. Good for them. Cosmic T, put 10 on it, said, who would I rather have motivate me in a huddle, Ray Lewis or Brian Dawkins? Honestly, Ray Lewis. Brian Dawkins is incredibly motivating, but Ray Lewis is a different fucking level, bro. Ray Lewis is a different fucking level. If Ray Lewis walked into a cemetery, I believe motherfuckers will come back to life, dog. If Ray Lewis walked through a cemetery, I believe motherfuckers will come back to life, man. Adesanya was undefeated? No, he was not. He had lost to Yanunchovich. Is that how his name's pronounced? Because he tried to go for the light heavyweight championship and he took an L. He never lost at middleweight, but he did take that L, and he had lost in boxing and kickboxing. It's a little bit different than Michael Venom Page. Because Michael Venom Page, when he had lost to Douglas Lima, he had never took an L in his entire life up until that particular point. But with Adesanya, he had lost in the UFC before. He had just never lost at middleweight. So this is the first time that he took an L at middleweight. But I loved his response afterwards. He took it with grace. I just didn't like the fact that he tried to say, like, yo, he was still, relatively lucid. I disagree. Bonanchovich, that's what it was. It wasn't Yanovich. It was fucking Bonanchovich. It was that fucking monster that was there. Oh, Debo, first down to the 40. Hello, San Francisco's moving. Ben, put 2 on us. It's small little update in the DMs. I got you. Oh, good Lord. Small correction. What he didn't know hurt. Holy shit. He suggested that we can go out on Thursday so we can watch some Thursday Night Football. I asked him what he wanted to, who he wanted to win. He went on the text thread, like the likelihood of who would win, who he wanted to win. That's what I do when I talk about. Oh, interesting. I'm taking you to B-dubs on Thursday. What is B-dubs? Policy for whoever suggests for it, pay for. Oh my. Where's the gif of Greg that says you're so in there? You're so in there. There's no gif for you're so in there. So I guess I'll just have to put so you're telling me there's a chance. I'll just go with the so you're telling me there's a chance. Oh, shit. Here come Debo. Hey, listen, let me tell you something about Christian McCaffrey in this offense, fam. If San Francisco doesn't have a 5-game win streak at any point this season, they should really be disappointed in themselves. Their offense, for all intents and purposes, is back at full speed right now, so they better fucking execute. Gerald, put 5 on us. Thoughts on Bang Bros trying to buy the rights to the Heat Arena? It's hilarious, but is it going to happen? Absolutely not. Because ultimately, you have sponsors, and you don't want to have to deal with the adult entertainment industry. Now, granted, I think in about 10 years, the adult industry will be able to infiltrate corporate like no other, because they're really pushing sex-positive stuff across the board, because there's a number of, obviously, women who are not only working corporate jobs but also collecting money on OnlyFans, and they continually go public whenever, whether it's suspensions or terminations that are happening in work, and people are trying to separate, what you do in your personal life versus, what happens when you're in a corporate entity. So with that being the case, I would not be surprised if in about 10 years or so, you see the adult industry now infiltrate into corporate areas and then partnering with big, whether it's stadiums, arenas, things of that nature. But I don't think it will last for long. So it's funny for Bang Bros to put in the bid. And I think it will be relatively entertained, but the probability of that happening for just, what was it, 10 million? I don't think that's enough to get in. I don't think it's enough to get in. The Pornhub Arena. Welcome to the Pornhub Arena. Could you imagine? Like fucking, but it is what it is. Kid said, Kid Dynamite said, you're probably right. Correct. I think that's the case for the near future. It's only a matter of time. I think it's only a matter of time. We're living in a Saints Row simulation. Fair enough. It's only a matter of time because I don't want to say absolute lunacy, but really it's getting to a point now where I think they're trying to blur the lines about what should be, considered, there's nothing is considered sacred anymore. Everything's just pretty much free reign. But I think things will correct themselves in about 20 some years because soon enough there'll be a large population that says, yo, enough is enough. I think there's a maybe I want to say it's maybe about 60% of people who are relatively on the fence about things. I think there's maybe about a 30 percentile of radical individuals on one or the other side, and then there's about 60 that's on the fence that'll probably shift towards one end or the other. And right now they're shifting more towards one end, but I think in about 10, 15 years things will probably take a shift because children are going to continually be exposed to things that they really have no business being exposed to as children, and soon enough it's going to get to a point where it's like, all right, yo, we got to have a conversation about what the fuck we doing moving forward, But second and goal right now for the 49ers with 10 minutes left on the clock. Solomon said nothing is taboo, pure degeneracy. Correct, and discipline is going to have to make a comeback because when you operate in a non-disciplined manner, it's only a matter of time before ultimately somebody comes through and forces discipline to happen. So before that messes around and happens, I would hope that, it all starts at home, but that's a conversation for a different time. Second and goal, porn star Jimmy G looking right, got his man going nowhere, loss of one. Yo, they need a touchdown here, dog. I'm telling you right now, Chargers are going to score on their next drive. They will score a touchdown on their next drive. I'm locking that in. DC said, man, I say money is money and corporations need to mind their own business. What I do in my house has nothing to do with what I do at work. This world crazy as fuck. Well, it's a little bit different because if you are indeed a corporation, you have a particular image that you want to put out there. Like, for example, if you are running a school, right, you would love to say, hey, man, I don't really give a fuck about what the teachers do on their personal life. It's not that big of a deal. Now, consider a situation in which you have a teacher who's getting her back or his back blown out on OnlyFans, and their content is being posted on Twitter to advertise said OnlyFans or whatever, and they're teaching junior high school students. Junior high school student just so happens to come across their page. Anybody who knows junior high school students, junior high school, I believe, in my opinion, are the most belligerent students of whether high school, college, elementary, whatever the case may be. Now you have a teacher trying to withhold a level of authority in the class despite the fact that they online getting their black blown out and the students are aware of that. There has to be a particular image. Moreover, if you're a parent, you're sending your children to get taught by a professor who's getting their black blown out online publicly. Your students or your child, if you're the parent, is aware of this, sharing this in the classroom, but this is supposed to be that of an authority figure. There has to be something, there has to be a level of professionalism that exists there. Not to say that you can't do what you do in your own personal life. That's not a problem there. However, if it now spills into what you're doing in your, professional life, your personal joins to professional, there needs to be something to separate the two. They now become intertwined. And if you're a corporation, you don't want individuals who work for you, who are representing your company, to now, navigate and operate in a certain sort of, light. Because if I was running a company, I ain't got no problem with you doing your personal life. But if it now becomes public and now it spills into what I got going on, there's going to be some repercussions. So there's that. And yeah, Valorian, correct. Personal life is no longer personal because it's out there in the open. Because one could say, hey, man, shit, I don't care. I don't care if you fucking suck dick on camera on the weekends. But if it now gets posted and now the motherfuckers who into work, now everybody know what you got going on, and that now spills into what we got going on, we're going to have a problem. So, there is that. I think it's a matter of, people trying to keep to themselves. Like, hey, this is what it's not that big of a deal of me doing this. I should be able to do it. Well, correct. You should be able to do it. However, it's spilling into what we got going on over here. And we're not being as productive as we should be. So, But it seems like logic isn't something that's really being it's not something that's on the marquee anymore. Joel Embiid at 59? Really? Shit. He had 59. God damn. Who did they play? 42, 10, and 6. Wow. Who did they play? Utah? Shit. That's beautiful. I wonder if he shot threes. That's a hell of a game. $59, 8, and 7 was what he ended with? Well, so far, wait a minute. Hold on. He's still playing? 1-3. Are they still playing? 59, 11, and 8. Wow. That's a hell of a performance. Hey, man, kudos to him. 59, 11, and 8. I still think that's a bullshit call to have Greenlaw. Whoa, that's offside. Throw the flag. Jesus Christ. Where's the flag? Offsides. Come on, man. The fuck out of here. Number 94 was way offsides. What the hell was he doing? Jesus Christ. Look how offsides number 94 was. Offsides. Come on, man. God damn. That man was in the backfield. Neo Gohan X said, no offense, Chiseled, but if we can't beat the Steelers, my Saints should just lose out for a draft pick. No, I wouldn't go that far. I think not having Jameis has definitely done you guys no favors. And moreover, there's no consistency that's happening. So it's a matter of just getting stuff together. But the positive is the Saints are in a division that Tampa, despite the fact that they now lead the division being back at 500, they're not a very good football team. Oh, Lord, is that Fred Warner? Oh, no, it's somebody else who's down. I was about to say. But Atlanta is very wishy-washy at 4-6. Carolina, come on now. So since that's the case, really all you have to do is, personally, in my opinion, stay 2 games over 500 to close out the season, and you have a chance at the playoffs. I would not give up now. I think it's too premature to give up now. But the Saints don't have a first-round pick. Well, there it is. Brady is back. I wouldn't go that far yet, but Brady is all right. Garland had 51 today. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. I'm going to send one text message, and then I'm going to put my phone away. Garland had 51 today. Good Lord. Wow. That's crazy. 51 on a losing effort. It's brutal. Braun said you was at the Chargers game in ATL as well. Am I from ATL? Go Falcons. No, I'm not from ATL. I was in Atlanta for a conference. But kudos of you being there. We was in the same stadium at the same time. I ran into not at the Chargers. I ran into somebody who was a subscriber of mine on The following day at the Hawks and Bucks game, I ran into somebody who was a subscriber, but at the Chargers Falcons game, I was kind of on a mission, get in and get out sort of situation. What retirement got me emotional? Peyton Manning. Anytime I go back, it's actually on YouTube. I think I'm one of the top comments on Peyton Manning's retirement video. That shit right there pulls at the fucking heartstrings so much. So I think if there was ever in a retirement that actually got me very emotional, it was Peyton Manning's. Because Peyton Manning's my favorite quarterback of all time. Jermaine said, do I remember a running back named Natron? No. Hand Cannon said, do I watch Red Zone? I do not. Neo Gohan said, every game we have a flat offense. The play calling is absolutely atrocious. They need to put Winston back in. I agree. They do need to put Winston back in. Ben's retirement was pretty emotional. His last game at Pittsburgh, because I was there, that was an emotional moment because you could see how much it mattered to him. So that was very tough. So there's that. But Daytime said, is there any teams that are eliminated from the playoffs? No, not yet. Three-point lead right now. Chargers over the 49ers. And here comes Austin Eckler. Very good run inside 49ers territory. Hayden said, you're a Colts fan, and when he left, you got upset, but when he retired, you bawled like a baby. Amen. That fucking video, the music, the speech, man, you have no idea. I fucking loved Peyton as a goddamn quarterback. Because I love people who love the fucking game. And you can see on a week-by-week basis, and he said it in his speech, nobody was more prepared in NFL history than Peyton Manning. And you could see it on Sundays, man. I was a motherfucker who studied the game like Peyton Manning. I worked out, like fucking Jerry Rice. I just simply didn't have the talent, and that shit breaks my heart. Clarence said, don't know if you've heard about Anthony Rumble Johnson passed away. Yes, indeed, it did. When we first started the stream, we did, share I don't want to say a moment of silence, but we did write rest in peace in the chat for the late Rumble Johnson. Very unfortunate situation. Apparently, I think it was a cancer that he was battling, and unfortunately, he did mess around and pass. Cancer is a motherfucker, man. Black Freakazoid said the Colts are beating the Raiders. After the week the Colts had, it says more about Jeff Saturday or the Raiders. No, I think it says more about the Raiders because the fucking Raiders blew it. The Raiders absolutely blew it. And you know what's interesting is, they threw the ball to Morrow on third or second down, and he bobbled the football, and then it got batted out of his hands. That was the game-winning touchdown. Then, when they finally tried to go towards Devontae Adams, Stephon Gilmore broke the pass up. But it should have never made it to that point. If Morrow doesn't bobble the football, the Raiders probably win. The Raiders have found more ways to lose this year than they have in years in the past. So they really should be ashamed of themselves. What do I think of Justin Fields? Outside of running the football, he is kind of piss poor. Oh, no, I thought maybe this game was moving faster than I thought. I guess not. Ben Patuon said, you're still shocked at how quickly life changes. Black said the fumble recovery by Pittman happens only in a fucking movie. Raiders are so inept. Yes, indeed. And you know what's interesting? In the commentary, I didn't include the fumble by Pittman and then the recovery because of, Ryan's run. But hell of a goddamn play from Pittman, man. Way to save the game on that recovery. But the Raiders should have gotten that football. I cannot believe they did not get their hands on that football, man. They should have got it. Ah. An amazing play by Hutchinson. A great sack that he had on Fields. And Fields fucking failed in this particular game outside of running the football. And you know what's funny? I think Fields has started to recognize like, yo, I can run the football, so I'm going to use that as an option, which he should have been doing from day one. But he still struggles to throw the football. Sir said, Unc, are you good? There's an uncle in here. Who's the uncle? DC said Chiseled yawning makes me yawn. Tired from watching the Titans versus Broncos. Hey, Titans versus Broncos is a very boring football game. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. And the Broncos, it's time to pack them up. Get them the fuck up out of here, man. Neo Gohan said, "How's wife Chiseled doing?" I wish there was a wife Chiseled. Actually, I don't wish there was a wife Chiseled. Let me take that back. I am not in a position to be a particular husband at this particular stage, so there is no wife Chiseled. There is homegirl Adonis, and she's doing all right. Kari said, "What if Lamar Jackson was playing with the Ravens in the 2000s with Ed Reed and Ray Lewis? Would that team be overpowered?" No, they would not. Because if he's playing in the 2000s, the defense can still play defense. And Lamar Jackson, as we know, he's an all right passer, but he more relies on, running the football. In the 2000s, defenses were definitely get their hands on him. Because remember, we've seen Lamar Jackson before. His name was Michael Vick. Last I checked, Michael Vick had a couple of very sensational seasons, but did he have any Lombardis hoisted in the air? He made it to an NFC championship, NFC championship, 2004. But if Lamar played for those Ravens, they would have probably still had the problem because of outside of Derrick Mason, give me a notable Ravens wide receiver in 2000s. Torrey Smith was good in the 2010s, but I think they probably still find themselves in the same situation. Julio said, Chiseled X Lizzo in 2 years. Would you please give that a rest? I'm going to take one more swig of this here, just to make sure I don't get myself cold. I have to swim in the morning, so I want to make sure I don't get too fucking, tipsy. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Survivor Series in Boston in a couple of weeks. So if you guys are going to Survivor Series, please let me know. I'll let you know which section I'm going to be in. I'm going out there with sister Adonis for her 28th birthday. So that's going to be very fun. Mr. JN said, which NFL teams do I think is going to go to the playoffs? Which NFL teams do I think is going to go to the playoffs? All right. So straight out of the gate, Buffalo, Dallas, Philly, Buffalo, Dallas, Philly, Miami, Buffalo, Dallas, Philly, Miami, Kansas City. I'll go AFC. It's better to go from conference. Buffalo, Miami, Kansas City, Baltimore, Tennessee, and now we need wild cards. Tennessee, New England, New York, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Really take New York off the list. Pittsburgh. New York, Pittsburgh. Dallas, Philly, San Francisco, Seattle, Minnesota, Tampa Bay. You know what? I think Green Bay will rally. Green Bay. So I think those will be the teams that mess around and qualify. It's very early, but week 13, I'll have my number of what teams I believe will go where. Ryan put 2 on, said, which celebrity would you marry today if you could? Which celebrity would I marry today if I could? Probably Keke Palmer. Probably Keke Palmer. Probably Keke Palmer. And what's interesting is I just she has grown on me as a very, very she's grown on me. So I'd probably say Keke Palmer. Bronze, put 1 on it. Much love, much love. 59 points for Joel Embiid. More you know. 3:40 left on the clock here. Chargers getting the football back. T said, do I have a type? Not really. I really like dark skin, natural hair. I've always been a sucker for natural hair. Makeup free. I rather people who look makeup free. I like a nice figure. Fitness chicks have always been kind of gets me going. Big boy blue, 5 on it. Not too diesel, but you know, the quads and the tone that's there. Big boy, my current, you know, primary cordial appointment. I'm trying to fucking, you know, mold into the perfect, but you know, it takes time. Big boy blue, 5 on it. Said they have to talk about us now. I'm tired of the Vikings being treated like the middle child of the NFL. # Skull. You know what's interesting? The Vikings are being treated like the 2020 Steelers because they're not getting the notoriety. You know what's interesting? In this, when they cover the Vikings versus the Bills, they're going to talk more about the Bills than they do about the Vikings. Watch how it happens during this week. Kid Dynamite said, "I like buff girl." No. I like toned ladies. There is. I think they called her fitness. But I don't know what they called her. It was something Bay. Some girl who was like diesel and shape. It worked. Like if you know how to, like for example, somebody like a Bianca Belair, it works. It really works. Mr. JN said, "What are my thoughts on marriage? Do I think it's a good idea or a bad idea in this era?" In this era, in general, I actually think it's a bad idea because you have to really vet your partner. I've always said, truly, I believe you shouldn't marry somebody if you don't know them for more than, 4 years, in my opinion, because there are some exceptions, to the rule to where things make sense, but there's a lot of things that you have to experience, because now when you're in a situation where there's no shame in divorce anymore, so because that's the case, motherfuckers can get married on Tuesday, get divorced on Sunday, and navigate through their life like they ain't just fucking go through a divorce. So because that's the case, there's a lot of caution that you should probably work with when navigating through that. Now, I don't want to tell you to, focus on the negative, but you've got to make sure when you're vetting your partner, you're in a situation where they don't immediately go towards termination whenever anything goes awry in their life, or run away from conflict resolution, I should say. So I think there's a misunderstanding in what marriage means in today's society. So I think there's that. But I'm not completely against it. I just think as if both partners should have an idea of what it is that they're getting into, because it's way too easy to get divorced, and the government has, divorce court and also the government as well, plays way too big of a role in motherfuckers destroying families. Like, it's ridiculous to me. I don't quite understand it. But that's a different conversation. I have an opinion on a bunch of different shit. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter right now. Jay Herbo takes the snap. Here we go. Chargers on the move. They're not going to pick up the first down. I don't understand why the fuck Carter didn't just, catch the football and just lower the shoulder immediately. He could have got an additional yard there. Hit the like button as well if you haven't already hit the like button. Come on now. King Vine said, "I'm just here to hit the like on the stream." What's up, people? How you doing, King Vines? How you doing, King Vines? Hey. Rated said, "Say Houston tanks out and gets a first-round pick. Who's the front runner for them to acquire?" I don't know college football like that. Neo Gohan said, you should make a video on marriage because because young people need to hear that. Well, correct. I usually speak to individuals, that I run into in person who are in relationships, and they talk about, man, I can't wait to get married or whatever. Because one of my old friends, my childhood friends, got married after meeting this girl. It was all within 1 year, and there's no problem with it. Don't get me wrong. There's no issue with it. If you feel it on your spirit to go ahead and do so, then by all means. But there needs to be an understanding of what the fuck the resolution method is between you and your partner if a problem does arise. You have to know how the fuck that person responds to adversity. They have to know how you respond to adversity. You have to know how they respond to sorrow. They got to know how you respond to sorrow. Because if you haven't experienced them go through that shit, you're going to be completely blindsided. And certain things can mess around and turn you off, and you can mess around and be scorned for years based on something that transpired one particular time, and that person won't know. I'm very cutthroat. I'm very direct in everything that I do in my life. So I'm not going to sit over here with a fucking partner and not vocalize how I feel. Now, if you feel a certain way, I can't believe that you said, I'm telling you the truth, motherfucker. You take it how you take it how you want. I'm not going to fucking censor, myself. I'm going to be who the fuck I am. Now, granted, that can always change for the better, but you got to make sure that individuals know that straight out the gate. Too many people rush, mess around getting married, and all of a sudden, oh, well, it's not working. Let me go mess around and get a divorce, and now you lose the shit. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again, and this on the record. I don't give a fuck how it may look down the line. If it ends up, not working in my favor, somebody uses it against me, it is what it is. But let me tell you something right now. I've spent 7 years building my platform. I've got plans to, although I'm incredibly broke right now, I would love to live a life of a millionaire lifestyle, right? I want to be blowing money on fucking whores and buying cars and all this other shit, but I would love to have a situation in which I can, if I wake up in the morning like, yo, I kind of want to go to Aruba. Let me fucking book a flight, go to Aruba. I'd love to live that kind of life. If I worked my ass off to get to that particular point, I messed around and got married, and then my wife decided, okay, I'm going to divorce you and try to take half, I promise you right now, I'm going on a permanent vacation to prison. Ain't no fucking way I worked my entire life to get to this particular point. We all of a sudden, we get together. Let's get married in a holy matrimony. You talk about, yo, you want a divorce and you think you about to walk away? Oh, no, call me OJ, brother. It's over. It's over. It's clipped for you. But that's a different conversation. We go into the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We go into the fourth quarter. Here's the thing with the prenuptials, right? Prenuptials only protect what you did before the particular marriage. So let's just say you're in a situation where you were a millionaire before you got married. You mess around and become a billionaire while you're married. Guess what? All of those assets, shit can mess around and get transferred. There's so many loopholes around prenups. There's so many loopholes around prenups. I've said this to my family. I've said this to my friends. I've said this time and time again. I don't believe in divorce. My parents been married 33 years. I don't believe in divorce. That shit's off the fucking table. It's not a possibility. I promise you, I'll end up on one of them fucking, oh man, this guy was crazy. Yup. I'll be damned. Ain't no fucking way. I'm work my whole life to get to a point. We grew up in our generation on Maury, Steve Wilkos, Jerry Springer. I watch motherfuckers go out there. You are not the father. I watch motherfuckers get their heart broken. It's not happening. It's not happening. You think I'm about to work my whole life to get to a point and you leaving with half my shit? You're going in the casket. But that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. Sam said you just can't give up on your marriage. Correct. Because if you really look at it, women initiate 80% of divorce. That's a different conversation. We don't got to get into that right now. This is a stream for a different time. We watching football, goddammit. We're going into the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff said, I'll say, welcome to death row. Ain't that the truth? Bronze put two on, said, put one on it, then put two on it. Said, do I think Matt Ryan is Hall of Fame worthy? Hall of Fame material. He'll have the numbers, but does he pass the eye test? No. Was Matt Ryan consensus considered a top 5 quarterback for more than 3 years? No. Does he have the credentials? No. So, just like I said a few years back, Matthew Stafford, Matt Ryan will both retire top 5. If they play 18 years, they will both retire top 5 in completions, passing yards, and touchdowns. Are they Hall of Famers? No. Matt Ryan has an MVP. Matthew Stafford has a Super Bowl trophy. But they're not Hall of Famers. But this is the problem that this generation is going to run into, because the Hall of Fame has to correct itself, because you can't just keep letting cats in there. So in the next 6 years, we'll determine what we consider a Hall of Famer moving forward. But personally, I wouldn't necessarily have them as Hall of Famers. So that's where I stand on that. But we, ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the final period. Sound the alarm. Ladies and gentlemen, we enter the final countdown period of this game with 15 minutes remaining in an NFC West, AFC West matchup of a lifetime. I think earlier when I first introduced the stream, I had said NFC West or AFC West matchup, but I really meant West, divisional matchup between the AFC and NFC. Chargers try to hold off the San Francisco 49ers. Will San Fran come from behind and pull off a comeback in prime time in front of the world with their full roster back? Or will the Go Chargers hold off the 49ers, maintain their lead, and pick up their second consecutive victory against an NFC opponent? Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the fourth quarter. But we are entering the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We are entering the fourth quarter. What was going on over here? Whole lot of fucking echoes that was happening over here. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering the fourth quarter. King Vines, Patuan said, everybody edit this out so we don't got to testify. You better stop it. You better stop it. Oh, shit. Tom Watson in the building. My man was at the game. That's what's up. Big Boy Boo put 5 on it, said, they have to talk about us right now, right? I'm tired of the Vikings being treated like the middle child. Oh, yes, I did read that. King Vines put 2 on, said, edit it out so we don't got to testify. Henry put 2 on, said, spraying this limo down right now with the goo. Hashtag stop me. Sir, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Relax. What's wrong with him? Shit, oh shit. Just hit the fuck out the goddamn mic. What's going on? Let me make sure I can get this commentary uploaded. What the hell? I hit the shit out the goddamn mic. Therapy clearly ain't work. This man is tripping. Get the commentary set to premiere tonight. I think 11:30 should work because we've got 13 minutes left to go here. Maybe 15. But then again, there's a possibility overtime could transpire. It's only a 3 point game. So since that's the case, there is a bit of fear that things might not go all the way through. Let me get the. I should have did this at halftime. Should have did this at halftime. My most hated NFL ref? I don't have a ref in particular. I don't have a ref in particular. Week 10, Sunday afternoon, game highlight commentary. And YouTube Shorts are now separated from the regular YouTube videos. So that's been very fun. I've been uploading shorts all weekend long, so that's been very fun for me. I've actually enjoyed my time being able to upload some shorts. So that's been good. 3rd and 8 right now for porn star Jimmy G. His pass is caught, and Jennings gets the first down. Here come the Niners. Let me know in the comment section right now who you guys got, 49ers or the Chargers. Who's going to win this game? Will it be go Chargers go or no Chargers no? Are they going to finish this game and pick up the win, or will the Chargers mess around and blow it? I want to see it in the comment section. Who we got? 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 Yeah, they moving the football now. NFL Week 12. Week 12. Actually, this is Week 10. I don't know why I put Week 12. What is wrong with me? You don't trust Jimmy G? Go Chargers, no charges. Fair enough. Ryan put 2 on. Said play the help police and Haiti police clip. Really? Oh, Lord. Another Chargers player is down. How many times somebody gonna get hurt? Come on, man. Somebody call the authorities.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
Where we come from,
Where we come from,
we are the police,
we are the
police of Haiti.
police of Haiti.
Nice, nice Haiti,
Nice, nice Haiti,
beautiful Haiti,
beautiful Haiti,
sweetie, sweetie Haiti,
city, city Haiti,
sweetie, sweetie,
city,
sweetie, sweetie,
city, city,
sweetie, sweetie Haiti.
city, city Haiti.
My God.
Come on now. Help! Police! Help! They're going through it. Crank Man put 5 on it. Said, I think it's harder to be an MVP than a Super Bowl champ. You can't get carried to MVP. Matt gotta go to the Hall of Fame. Well, no, because there's a lot of NFL MVPs who haven't made it to the Hall of Fame, rightfully so. And you can't get carried to an MVP. Also, you can't get carried to a Super Bowl MVP either. Because the Super Bowl MVP is not a playoff, award. It's just that particular game award. So you have to show up and show out. But with Matt Ryan, if you really consider how good his teams have been, he hasn't consistently been, the top quarterback in the league. He just had isolated seasons that he showed up amongst the top. So because that's the case, I can't necessarily count him as a Hall of Famer. And outside of one season of postseason success, Matt Ryan hasn't been that guy. So I can't count him as a Hall of Famer. Gerald Patuan said the police of Haiti is a little trouble right now. Hey, they in a little bit of trouble right now. They doing a whole lot of nothing right now in Haiti. Shit brutal out there. Week 10 NFL commentary. I think I can leave it at that. Yeah, that should work for me. Video elements. Add this other stuff in there. Quincy's tripping. Oh, my. 11 minutes left to go in this game. Good Lord. In the second half, the Chargers have only gained 42 yards. That is brutal. How are you going to win a football game? You only gained 42 yards. How do you expect to win? There's no way for you to try to win a football game. You've only gained 42 yards. The Chargers have been asleep in the second half, and all they've been doing is operating on borrowed time. So if the Chargers can't do shit here on this drive, they're going to have a bad time. Gerald Patumon said they have a warlord named Barbecue running things. Oh, my. Does Cody return for the Rumble? Absolutely, he will. That is the go-to time to come back. It can't be Elimination Chamber unless it's WrestleMania itself. Here we go, but they're already in field goal range. The Chargers get a stop here, but they're already in field goal range. So, oh, Jesus Christ, I done eliminated the goddamn thing, man. God damn it. This fucking thing is some bullshit. I just had to. I'm trying to set up the premiere for tonight at 11. Oh, 9 minutes left to play now with, it's not even 11 o'clock yet. Yeah, I think 11:30 should probably work in my favor. I think 11:30 is more than enough time. As long as this game doesn't go to fucking overtime, then I should be all right. Who's the best receiver in football right now? Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill followed by Justin Jefferson? Tyreek Hill followed by Justin Jefferson. 12:51. 3rd and 10. Oh, Brandon Hank brings it to the 2-yard line. He nearly got a touchdown there. Brandon Hank moving the football. Hello. That's how you move down the field. 1st and goal. They're going to go for it here. Hand off to Christian McCaffrey. Blue eyes, right privilege. Touchdown, San Francisco. And the Chargers is offline. Offsides. That's how the white man run the football. White power, white power, white power. That's how the white man runs the football. Stop playing with him. Third bad, put 2 on it. Said, does JJ one-hander rank on your top 10 catches ever? Ever. I'd have to sit here and really think about top 10 catches ever. But that's by far the catch of the season. Oh, Robbie Gould missed the field goal. San Fran takes the lead, but with this missed field goal, now it remains a 3-point lead. He missed the extra point. No, actually, it's easier to miss an extra point now than it was in the past because it's not the routine 19-yard field goal. It's a fucking 33-yard field goal now, and these kickers are missing it left and right. So since that's the case, man, you got to be on your shit. And unfortunate miss, and now that actually opens the door for the Chargers to make things quite interesting. Because all you need is 3 points and a couple of stops, and all of a sudden now you could force an overtime. Oh, my. You got to make that field goal, man. You got to make that field goal. Braylon Patuan said, your current NFL offense Super Bowl lineup. My current NFL offense Super Bowl lineup, as in I'm playing in the Super Bowl and this is the team that I want to win. Brady's my quarterback. So give me Tom Brady. I don't want to go healthy Christian McCaffrey. So I'll say Tom Brady, Derrick Henry. Tom Brady, Derrick Henry. My wide receivers are Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, and Cooper Kupp. My tight end is Travis Kelce. Actually, my tight end is George Kittle because I have those three dogs at pass catcher. Travis Kelce being another pass catcher. Give me a run blocking dual fucking tight end who can catch and also block. My lineman, Trent. Oh, fuck the lineman, really. Jason Kelce, Quentin Nelson, Zach Martin, Trent Williams, and whoever the fuck else is the best right tackle in the league. I don't know right tackles like that. That's my offense. No, I would take Devontae Adams over Stephon Diggs. Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, and Cooper Kupp. That's my receivers. Oh boy, actually, yeah. If you're saying right now, I might want to consider Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I might want to consider Tyreek Hill rather than Justin Jefferson because Tyreek Hill, nobody can guard him really. So you know what? I'll take Tyreek. The only problem is because Tom Brady's fucking 45, so him throwing that deep ball on a consistent basis, I don't know, but. Oh, look, that's McCaffrey's mother. Fam, McCaffrey's mother is a amazing fucking woman, dog. I don't know if y'all ever seen her the NFL films thing with her her husband who's obviously Ed McCaffrey and then McCaffrey's brothers. Fam, you talk about the ultimate football wife, football mother, the enthusiasm, the energy, the support, bruh. That's a dream woman right there. Dream woman right there. Oh, would you come on? There it is. Pass over the middle. They're going to set up a very third, and it's not necessarily manageable, but they'll have to do what they can do there. Too bad Gronkowski left. If Tom didn't leave, Gronkowski would have stayed, and Tom would have came back growing, never back and screw, turn around for the shit that he did. I don't quite understand what you mean, but all right. I'm rocking with you, brother. Oh, here we go. Third down. Oh boy, and there's laundry on the field. Oh, they're gonna say incomplete. All right. Things are getting really, really, really spicy at this particular point. Herbert's going to dump it off. Can he pick up? Why would you shuffle? Just run. Dummy. 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 You're losing. This motherfucker doing this choppy bullshit, bro. Just go north and south. What are y'all doing? Dummy, 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 dummy. That's not what you do. Under 7 minutes left to play in this game. Yeah, 11:30 is the sweet spot. Unless, of course, they force overtime, which I would hope that they don't. If the 49ers score here, this game is over. If the 49ers score here, this game is over. Vikings, Bills versus Vikings 2022. Soda Viking. Bills versus Vikings versus. All right, here we go. And then I will put Chiseled. Adonis, Vikings versus Bills. There we go. That works there. And then premiere it at 11:30. I should be fine. And I'm done. All right, perfect. Now I ain't got to sit. Oh, son of a bitch. I got to set it up for Facebook too. I almost forgot. Pop Tart, put 2 on it. Said the most inconsistent teams in the NFL. The Ravens. Quandre Diggs got baptized today. Indeed, he did. Quandre Diggs got fucking thrown today. That brother got treated like a fucking child, bro. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself. He got bitched today. I'd feel like a little man if I was him. "17 years ago today, Eddie Guerrero passed away." Correct, he did. That is absolutely correct. 17 years ago today, he did pass away. I actually mentioned it inside of the commentary. Here we go. Under 7 minutes left to play here, ladies and gentlemen. Under 7 minutes left to play here. Oh, my God, another first down. The Chargers need to stop. Good Lord, what are they doing? There we go. Now the commentary is set to be premiered. Let me make sure that it pops up at the conclusion. Justin put 5 on it. Said for picking TB, you to be on your Super Bowl team. Oh, you put 5 on it for picking Tom Brady to be on my Super Bowl. Without question, I'm taking Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the greatest Super Bowl player next to Jerry Rice. In fact, I would actually have him in front of Jerry Rice for the greatest Super Bowl players of all time. So I would have Brady, Jerry Rice, and then Joe Montana. Those are my top 5 Super Bowl top 3 Super Bowl players all time. Good Lord, Trent Williams rushing out of the God damn. What? That's crazy, man. That's a hell of a goddamn player. Gerald put 5 on it. Said, how long have I been watching WWE? You remember when Vince announced the death of Brian Pillman and when JR announced the death of Owen Hart? I do remember that. I remember the Owen Hart one. With the Brian Pillman, I was too young because I was 3 at the time. But I've been watching WWE since 98 is when I recall. Actually, no. 99 was when I really, started to remember things when I was 5. But I had been watching wrestling my entire life. T said, am I not tired of Brady? Of course I'm tired of Brady. Pop-Tart, but 2 said the most inconsistent. Oh, no, just saying that. Gerald put 5 on it. Said, how long I've been watching WWE? Yeah, there it is. So, there is that. Oh wow, this rum is actually starting to hit. Hey Chris said, "Hey yo, Chiseled." At the end of the world, everybody says in unison, and now no charges. Now, wouldn't that be hilarious? Top 5 Hail Mary plays in the NFL all time. All time. Hail Mary plays. Aaron Rodgers to Richard Rodgers. I would actually take that over all of the other ones because I think it was just so fucking spectacular. The original Hail Mary against the Vikings against the Cowboys. Was it the Jags that had gotten batted down and then caught into the end zone? Rodgers to Janice in the playoff game. Can't recall. But under 4 minutes left to play here. Here we go. Handoff to McCaffrey, going nowhere. D-Hop. Murray to D-Hop. Adolfo Batuan said Jets or Patriots next week. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. It really, I have no business not choosing the Jets, but something about Belichick, man. I think he'll get the job done. Aaron Rodgers, Randall Cobb against the Giants. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about that because I was thinking about all of the Aaron Rodgers fucking Hail Marys. But I think actually his pass to Janice was a bit better than the one to Cobb, despite the fact that the one to Cobb was spectacular, right past the fucking defense. Oh, good Lord, that's incomplete. That is out of bounds. Don't even try to call it a complete pass. You better stop it, ref. Yes, this game is still going on, but oh, wait a minute. There's laundry on the field. Under 3 minutes left to go. What is going on here? Laundry on the field. Ineligible man down the field. What you got an ineligible man down the field for? What are they doing? What's wrong with them? If San Francisco blow this game, all I know is their coach is going to be like,
Relationship with your children.
My God.
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 oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, belly. 4th and 5 here for the 49ers. And damn it. Let's see what they do here. You know they got a punt. How is this going to work out here? Shit, I didn't even do my Duolingo. R. Kelly looks like he about to piss on somebody. You better stop. They downed it at the 1. They got to go 99 yards with 2:05 on the clock to try to even up the score here. Oh, boy. Yeah, they stopped it at the 1 yard line. That's beautiful. Here we go. Herbert Legacy game time. I want to go Legacy, but we'll see. It's on prime time. We're at the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at the 2-minute warning. Wait a minute. The referees are coming together. Oh, I think the referees are trying to see if they can move the football. Wait, but why the referees gathering though? I'm confused. I'm confused here. That would, you know what? That was a touchback. Black Hood said, "You got me on speakers and it still sounds low." Well, sorry to hear that. But they ran a play, so I'm very confused. They ran a play, so they fucked themselves. They should have never ran the play. They could have actually challenged it. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Yeah, the play already happened, so they can't call touchback. The play already happened, so they can't call touchback. But if I was the Chargers, I would have never actually ran the play there. Here we go here. The Chargers, who have led the vast majority of this game, what can they do? Oh, boy, near interception. And now it's 3rd and 10. They need this. But for all intents and purposes, they still have all 3 timeouts. Do not forget the fact that they have all 3 timeouts here. You got to have Austin Eckler in the game here. Obviously, you can't go for the swing pass. Man, you know what's crazy? Justin Herbert could have, tucked the football and ran and tried to run. If I was him, I wouldn't be opposed to running here. But they're going to keep a QB spy. He's going to try to look left. You got to break a tackle. And nope, it's going to set up a 4th and 4. Ah, shit. Oh, actually, 4th and 3. Punt? Nah, ain't no punting. Nah, stop. Oh, then again, 4th and 3. What, they going out and spread? They better have an option for Justin Herbert to run. They need to have an option for Justin Herbert to run. Oh! What the fuck? Yo. These dumbass fucking play calls, bro. Dumbass fucking play calls, bro. This shit is dumb. They rushing everything. They can't take their time on nothing. No patience, that's an undisciplined football team, bro. That's an incredibly undisciplined football team from a coaching perspective, from a player's perspective. These motherfuckers here, man, they don't deserve to win, dog. They don't deserve to win, bro. Gerald Platoon said, fail Mary. Adolfo said, Jets or Patriots next week. Honestly, I really want to say Jets, but I'll probably pick Patriots. That's ridiculous, man. Like I said prior, you might want to have an option to run the football. It being 4th and 3, you could run the risk of punting the football back and then trusting in your defense. But because your defense has been able to hold them to field goals for the most part. But my God, you run a 4th down play, they bring 4, and you can do nothing. Oh wow, look, Anthony Lynn. And you can do absolutely nothing. How? It's ridiculous, bro. I blame Brandon Staley. You run a fucking play with one goddamn look. One look. You need a 1st down. You know they're going to bring pressure. You know the pressure's going to come, and still nothing. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. They need to stop here. Call timeout again. And now it's 3rd and goal. They desperately need to stop. They desperately need to stop. Peyton put 2 on. So I told you should have chased Staley in Atlanta. Hey, man, I wasn't about to rush the field. I pondered. One timeout remaining. Black Freakazoid said, I'd still go for it on 4th down if I'm San Francisco. Good or bad? No, I actually, to tell you the truth, I actually would agree with you with going for it. I would go for it on 4th down because the Chargers would still need a field goal or whatever. But if I go for it on 4th down and score, it's a wrap. I can kick a field goal and, go up by 6. But if I go for it on 4th down and attempt to, score a touchdown, I'm still pretty much forcing them to go the length of the field with no timeouts. So I wouldn't mind doing that either. I'm actually not opposed to that. I agree with that because you have the leverage to do so. Rage put 2 on it. Said Brandon Staley has to go. He is not it. I agree 110%. He is not it. He is not it at all. Henry put 2 on. Said 49ers will ill leak. They will ill leak. Chiseled and me XXX phone call. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking? There's a bottle. I'm tripping. What are you talking about, sir? I will not partake in your adult videos. What is going on? 3rd and goal right here for the 49ers. Let's see. They're going to run the draw, and this man slipped. Oh, Lord. This man fucking slipped. Call timeout, force the field goal, or for the Niners to go for it. Derwin James got the stop, but this game's not done yet, Derwin James. Let's see here. 49ers are met with quite the decision. I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Shanahan goes for it here. What are they going to do here? They're going to keep the offense out there. Smart idea. I would go for it as well. I would go for it as well because you still force them to go 98 yards if you fail. Here we go. I think they might be just trying to draw them off sides. Yeah, they were just trying to draw them off sides. Take the penalty, delay a game. Don't call timeout. Either way, either they score or the Chargers have to go the length of the field again. Correct. I would much rather run the risk of having the opposing team go the length of the field. I wouldn't even kick the field goal here. I'd rather go for it. I would rather go for it because if I force you to go the length of the field, because look at the situation, right? You have to go the length of the field with no timeouts to get into field goal range to either even up the score sort of situation. Or if I score a touchdown, the game's done, right? If I kick a field goal, you're now trailing by 6. You have to go the length of the field and score a touchdown regardless. But you have the benefit of a kick return depending on how far the punt goes. But if I go for it on 4th down and I try to win the game with a touchdown and I go up by 2 scores, the game's done. But if I have a turnover on down situation, you're still in the same spot that you were the drive before. So in situations like this, I understand why coaches would go for it on 4th down. But they looked at it like, you have options, so you can do one or the other. So it's entirely up to you. 1 minute left, no timeouts remaining. JD said, Daddy Adonis, can you lube my butthole, slip and slide? What? Hold on. What? Sir, I will not partake in your activity. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not interested, sir. What is going on? What is going on? It's time for Jay Herbo. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? We got 1 minute. Touchdown evens this game. Touchdown and extra point wins it. It is 11-21. Good thing that I decided to go with 11:30 for the premiere, because if I chose 11:15 like I had initially thought, the video would have been premiering right now with a minute left to play. This man Diamond said, OnlyFans when? It's never happening. Quincy said, can butter your ball. What? Here we go. Chargers will begin their drive at the 23. No timeouts remaining. It's going to be straight till the end of this game, unless, of course, San Francisco calls a timeout. Hit the like button if you haven't already hit the like button, goddammit. Here we go. Last drive of this game. Justin Herbert looking left. Oh, my God. He throws it straight to the defense. This man had somebody wide open. He threw it straight to the defense. What were you looking at? I need to know what he was looking at. I need to know what he was looking at. Did the football get hit? I think the football had to get hit, bro. The football had to get hit because there ain't no way. There ain't no way. There is no way. Who was he trying to hit? I don't understand it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This game is done. This game is all but over. Hafunga went to what's his connection with Troy Polamalu? I'm confused. They're supposed to be family? Oh, they compare him to Polamalu. Interesting. It's because of the hair, ain't it? The fucking Chargers. Did he hit the football? No, he hit the arm. Jesus Christ. Quincy said, can you better your ball? What does that mean? What do you mean? Peyton said, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Arlen put 2 on and said, choke charges, choke. Money put 2 on and said, can stop reading some of those comments out loud. Indeed, I really got to stop that. But seriously, right now, what do we see happen? The Chargers blow it again. They can't get the job done. And we say, what?
And now no charges, no. 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 And now no charges, no.
Because what did we see happen? The San Francisco 49ers held down the front. The Chargers blew it in the fourth quarter, and they told Los Angeles to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train. Because tonight, what happened? You
lose.
I said,
You lose.
once more.
You lose.
Your attempt of pulling off the victory was nothing but a
Failure.
I said it was nothing but a
Failure.
pathetic performance, because it was nothing but a
Failure.
you took the L, and tonight, What are they eating?
Fresh hot ales, 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 fresh hot ales.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fresh Hot Ales is on the marquee for the Los Angeles. No charges, no charges. They took quite the L here tonight as the San Francisco 49ers hold down the front. My commentary will be premiering in approximately 7 minutes. I would have loved to keep, hanging out until then, but I think it's much better to redirect you guys to the stream. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to the stream. I appreciate everybody who put on some donations. For tonight, I will be live again tomorrow night once more for Monday Night Football. But until then, I will see you tomorrow night. I'm about to go and get myself a little bit of sleep. Congratulations. Or I should say, happy birthday to everybody else who's celebrating a birthday. This final shot is for you. That's a good beverage. I bid you adieu. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.